Would you like to light the candle with me?
I would love to assist.
God damn it, Santa. Hello. We made it again to this seat. This shirt's...
Is this what I wore yesterday?
No.
Okay.
How dare you think that I would think that about you?
Oh my god. I got really embarrassed there for a
Yeah,
second.
seriously. Anyway, we've come here for a reason, and I believe that you're still coming in for a reason, too, on day 6. If you're a familiar face from day 1, thank you for coming on this journey and sticking through it. There's still 7 more days, so,
Oh my gosh, yeah, just wait. Buckle your seatbelts and wear tight pants, because we're going to want to see... I was going to say something I shouldn't.
I don't think you should say that. Maybe just go back to space.
Just go back to space.
You know, so we're on day 6. We should just start it. But, you know, just like how 1 through 5, we, you know, took our time. With this one, I really think we should just go ham and just dive right in, because that's what they want. That's what the people want. They just want us to start. They want us to read. And but first, we should let them know what happened last time.
I'll be the one to tell you. The otter arrived at the Monarch and the team went aboard.
Yeah, they did do that. He's on the right track, guys.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And
Well, it seems like... Well, Serani got herself into some trouble. She tried to escape, and then she ended up almost killing Park. Luckily, they got the geode back on the otter, and that's where we are now.
finally, the geode has made it to the otter.
To the otter. And now we're about to travel back there, too.
With smiles and patience.
For you.
That's what...
Interior otter. The cargo hold.
The geode is powerful, and it's in its new home.
And?
It's hovering above the cargo bay floor. Strapped and secured.
I loved hearing you say that so much, I want to hear you say it again.
Of course. The powerful geode in its new home hovers inches above the cargo bay floor, strapped and secured. In the otter's bunk room, Park, comatose, his head bandaged, is tucked into a bunk. In the otter's common area, later, a plasma knife slides through skin, cauterizing the wound. There's little blood, but there's pain. Alzarani's eyes blast open, and she clutches her sliced forearm to her chest. She sees she's surrounded by the pirates, back on her ship. Alzarani holds her arm, gets to her feet, starts heading to the cockpit knowing she is the only pilot and they need her to fly. Bukowska goes after her, but Fox stops her.
The cockpit stays open.
Alzarani sighs. Cornered again. Exterior otter, space. Moments later, we're looking at a steel box atop the otter, that same one, and a Monarch storage crate floating near it. In the otter's cockpit, moments later, Alzarani's head is pounding, her breath heavy, white-knuckling fingers are gripping her console. She notices, lets go, peers behind her through the open cockpit door in the empty hall.
This is just another flight, Alzarani. Another round trip.
She checks her arm wound. In her tunnel vision, she hears a boot on metal. Alzarani turns to the cockpit door. Fox is there.
Your little rebellion might have bought you some time, but it cost you any pennies you had with me.
Alzarani turns back.
That wasn't supposed to happen to Park. Well, it sure worked out in your favor, didn't it? I can only assume how to react in a hostage situation, being that I've never been in one.
As Fox leaves, Alzarani continues her undocking procedure. Buttons pressed, switches flipped, the ship rumbling to life. More footsteps behind Alzarani. Without looking back,
Please take your seat.
then Bukowska's giant frame shadows Alzarani.
My one job was to kill the pilot.
Bukowska leans into Alzarani.
I always finish the job. Well, we have that in common, tardigrade.
Watching monitors on the dash, 3D visuals of the umbilical detaching. Out the windshield, the Monarch begins distancing as the Otter moves away. Makes Bukowska sweat.
Not much of a cosmonaut, are we?
Out in space, the Otter accelerates and the Monarch storage crate punches the steel box.
An alarm blares, which Alzarani quickly silences. Bukowska stepping back, frightened.
On the roof there arose such a clatter,
Said Evans, then Fox over comms.
What was it?
We hit a little debris. To Bukowska. Leave!
Snide, Bukowska leaves. Alzarani pulls up, then quickly dismisses an alert on her console showing terminal damage to the radiation shield.
No proximity alarm. Fan-fucking-tastic.
After a beat, Evans arrives at the cockpit door.
Why is your ship called the Otter?
Alzarani replies.
Would you all just let me do my job?
Evans shows her his tablet, displaying the same terminal damage warning she just saw.
Reporting critical errors to the crew is part of your job, no?
Alzarani ignores Evans.
Are you gonna fix it? Give me a minute.
In space, twin ion thrusters on the Otter's wings boost the vehicle, away from abandoned Monarch, headed home. Moments later in the airshaft, acting mechanic Alzarani on her back unfastening a panel into the ship's radiation shielding module, sliding away the aluminum sheeting, revealing a spray of sparks! Alzarani shields her face with her hand. Eyeing the module inside, a box with simple display and mess of wires. She taps, teases wires, no reaction, dead.
Well?
Says Evans over comms.
Better hope we don't fly through any storms.
You better warn us if we do.
Alzarani on her back, considering. Moments later in the common area, hours later actually, Fox is eating a quick meal, sits at a table opposite Bukowska, who drinks vodka through a straw. Bukowska sees Fox staring, offers the pouch. No. Fox gets up. And enough for you.
I need this drink. I hate space.
She keeps drinking, then exhales, satisfied. Fox headed to the aft hall. We follow Fox out of the common area. In the aft hallway, a row of built-in chairs and safety harnesses for the crew sit opposite the Otter's airlock. At the hall's end is a doorway to the engine room. Fox headed to a large hatch, which she opens, revealing a ladder to the below-deck cargo hold. She squats and yells down, "How we looking down there?" In the cargo hold, Zed and the geode. Phenomenal!
He uses geological shaving tools to scrape samples of the geode, which he seals into individual pouches for later examination. We hear Fox's boots land. Soon she's arrived at Zed's side.
How can you stand it down here?
The powerful geode.
This thing has so much energy. The various absorption vents within the rock's spectra are familiar, yet anomalous in their perfect capacity for containment. Cosmetically, no minor or major impact craters, indicating they are new to the neighborhood. And these dimples, reminiscent of spherical geodes on Earth. Okay. It is an apt assumption that it will have a hollow interior with crystals inside, but we won't know until we get a closer look, which we're not doing.
He doesn't look her in the eye, he just keeps working.
Said, "Of course."
He smiles, shaving another fragment from the rock.
You're freaking me out. I have that tendency. Ask my husband. I won't. You can't anyway. He's dead.
Fox blares her eyes, leaves.
And how are the kids getting along?
In the cockpit, Alzarani watches her console. Evans leans against the wall. I heard from Mission Control 3 executives from Paxton Hen came to our Christmas party.
Seems like you're jealous.
Seems like a great time for your buyer to overhear Monarch mission updates from eggnogged engineers.
Yes, they're good little doggies.
How long have you been working with Paxton Hen?
They're working for me.
Alzarani hits a button on her dash. Instrumental Christmas music plays. Then she keeps her focus out the windshield.
Alta Space.
Huh?
Alta Space. It's what I called space when I was a girl, and why I named my ship.
That's so cute I could puke.
Evans exits. Later in space, the Otter moves through the cosmos. Fox through comms. It's officially midnight EST. Merry Christmas, filthy animals.
In the Otter's bunk room, Park still unconscious. Bukowska, drunk, in bed, snoring, liquor pouch in her hand, droplets of vodka leaking out from the straw. In the common area, Evans is gaming on his tablet. He navigates a tiny spaceship blasting at asteroids. Fox enters, sits down next to him, does nothing.
You sit and stare a lot.
Yup. On the tablet, Evans' ship fires a torpedo at an asteroid which decimates into unavoidable deadly shrapnel. Game over. In the cockpit, Alzarani is staring in disbelief, looking at her console's radiation monitor, seeing a dangerous gamma cloud advancing toward the otter. Alzarani moves to a locker, opens it, and retrieves a radiation-proof vest. She puts it on, then has to make a decision. Her hand hovers over the comms button, then pulls away. She records an audio log to process her dilemma.
Ship's log. Commander Michal Alzarani, December 25th, minutes after midnight. Just my luck. The one time I break something on my ship is the one time I need it. There's a radiation storm coming our way. Deadly GCRs. I could lock myself in the engine room. Oh, maybe this is the opportunity to get them on my good side.
She ends her recording, then...
Somebody come in here.
In the Otter's cockpit, a bit later, Fox enters, followed by Evans.
We've got incoming gamma radiation.
Alzarani showing them on her console an alert for GCRs, galactic cosmic rays, aka a radiation storm.
Fox. Okay. Doesn't the ship have...
She broke the shield.
Not on purpose.
Fox is shook.
Contingencies? Yeah. Run and hide. For how long? Hours? Days?
Soon, red lights flash in the cockpit. Disaster imminent.
Oh no.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
or I don't know.
Yeah.
There's 7 more days, but we could just be describing the vastness of space for 7 days.
Oh, it didn't work. You're right. We could be doing that, or we could be telling the truth, or...
There could be a story that continues.
That's true. I think we still have 6 more days of Chrysalis.
It's just 6?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
I'm
halfway
sad.
there. No, that's wonderful. 50%. If you're 50, you have 50
I know, I
years
wanted
left.
it to go on forever.
It will in our dreams. And yours. Please dream about Chrysalis, and we'll see you tomorrow. Blow this out.